This is Intuitive Astrologer, Reverend Dr. Michael Vanderpool at www.starintuition.com or universalstar.gs, and talking about the astrology coming up mainly in the end of June and into mid-July. And it's interesting because there is a series of Uranus square Pluto aspects that are going to come exact. These haven't been seen coming exact since the 1932 to 1934 window of time. And using Magi astrology, we see that Pluto is representing big banking, or the banking system. So this is a very big indication, in my opinion, of what can be more difficult or turbulent, literally unexpected, sudden, stressful changes in the banking or market system, particularly as this first Uranus square Pluto comes exact June 24th, 2012. And there is a grand cross that forms as part of that around the 26th of June 2012, which is a sign of double turbulence. And although I didn't track that out in terms of the grand cross, two sides of it were separating, so I don't know how strong that will be. But you put those factors together, along with the talk about, in some news, about the possibility of the closure of the Straits of Hormuz that was reported, for example, in some news media. I had read that might happen possibly around July 12th. And we see what I call a stiff opposition T-square around the mid-July window, which is another indication of turbulence. And as soon as maybe even the 13th. So that kind of lines up in such a way to indicate that there could be some severe problems with gas prices, which would in turn affect food prices and maybe even utility prices. So I was trying to break this astrology down and explaining it to a family member, and in doing that I just said, look, I said, what it might mean for you is just get ready for the super high gas prices. And later that evening, on the David M. Baker's Beyond the Gate radio show interview with the Psychic Twins, the Jameson twins, the Psychic Twins gave a prediction about gas prices this summer shooting through the roof. Unbelievable. And so after I heard that prediction on David M. Baker's show, it just literally confirmed what I was trying to break this astrology down and make it more simplistic for my family member, and looking ahead this summer. And then also, of course, it's pretty easy to look at the news and see that with the news reporting in some parts of the world that Iran has threatened to shut down the Straits of Hormuz around July 12th, seeing that what I call, again, stiff opposition T-square around that window of time, it's pretty simple to see that it would be wise for people to prepare for what could be incredibly high gas prices, and thus, in turn, if that does happen, that would affect food prices. Some people I know are getting bikes. Others are making alternative arrangements in their life. Some simple things like getting gas locks, gas caps. And, what's more interesting also is that, Ben Bernanke, I had read in another news article just within the last week, promises record high gas prices this summer. And I'm, of course, speaking about summer 2012. So with that in mind, on a positive note, of course, we understand that there's been the idea that if that happens, there would probably be some sort of confrontation in the Middle East and so on. I've seen this in the media as well, and if that happens, we can at least have a bit of hope in that a Jupiter trine, that's a Jupiter applying trine to the Earth in heliocentric sky using Magi astrology, can give us a hope for an element of a peaceful resolution. At least that's my hope, and that would be from around July 19 to July 21, and hopefully that will ease off what we also see as a nuclear clash. That's a Saturn quincunx Jupiter that's in the sky and finishing out around about the second or third week of July, actually around, I think it's the 19th. So hopefully that Jupiter applying trine to Earth in the July 19th to 21st window will give cause for some peaceful resolution to the whole situation. But nonetheless, I'm one of these people that believe in the peak oil phenomena and that it's not an unlimited resource, and I appreciate the research of Michael Rupert, and I've seen him on the Kaiser reports on RT Today News, and his talk back in 2010 about the peak oil phenomena. So in any case, I hope this helps. It's interesting to note at the end of June, around the same window of that, a little bit after that Uranus square Pluto coming exact, there is a Mars trine Chiron, and sometimes it's a very confrontational type of energy. So it should be an interesting summer, but again, hopefully we'll see some sort of peaceful resolution, or at least some sort of resolution to what could be a very confrontational period around the third or fourth week of July. At least that's my hope. So take care. Be sure to subscribe to my channel.